How you doing, y'all? Welcome back to another Bubby Golf video. I'm sure behind me and to my left, you can see the tee shot I got set up here. You can also tell by the thumbnail. This video, I'm gonna teach y'all my best tips and tricks as to how to hit this shot. Right here, this one. Yeah, I'm gonna try and show y'all how to do just that. Okay, y'all, I'm very surprised by that. That whole intro, that thing, first take, one go, nailed it. But yes, I'll take that. And that transitions me into what else I'm going to tell you guys. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm not gonna cap with y'all, so you watch this entire video and see some magical tip and trick as to how to do that, because there is no magical tip or magical trick to teach you how to do that. To be honest with you, for some reason in my mind, hitting the ball like that, to me, is easier than hitting a normal golf shot. This, for some reason, when I first tried it, was second nature. I don't know how. Right here, this video I'm gonna play right here, this one, which was my very first video ever to go viral, was my second try ever at the high tee shot. Just makes sense in my mind. But I used to do live events, like long drive exhibition shows, mostly trick shots all around the country, and people would always want to try this trick shot. You guys too, whenever I post them on social media, Instagram or TikTok, y'all seem to love this shot. Now listen, you take these tips and tricks I'm about to show you guys, you run with them, you practice them. Everywhere you go to golf, you'll be the life of the party. This thing, I don't know why this shot entertains people so much, but yes, I am going to tell you the tips and tricks I've learned that best help people, because as I've traveled around the country, people want to try it. People step up, and I'm gonna share with you the tips and tricks I showed them to make contact with it. Now listen here, I'm gonna set the camera up on a tripod real quick and show y'all the most common miss. And yeah, now as I step up to it here, I'm gonna show you guys where every single human being who has ever missed this shot that I've seen with my own two eyes has missed. I've never in my life seen a human being miss above the ball when they try this. Every person normally hits right here. I don't know why, but it's so consistent that whenever people try it, they always hit right here. And I'm gonna warn you, this is just a disclaimer, before you go out and try this, make sure you do it with a driver you can afford to lose. The amount of drivers I've seen snapped trying this trick shot is an unhealthy amount. I've even had some people get frustrated at me when they stepped up to try it. Most of them, partly intoxicated, got mad at me because their driver broke. Listen, buddy, you made the swing. I told you it's a tough shot. But yeah, people, they always seem to hit right here. Boom, driver head goes flying, and what happens, the ball hits the shaft and goes flying that way. But I got the tips and tricks so you guys don't do that. And you keep your drivers safe and healthy. Tip number one that I always give people is all about over-exaggerating the feeling of it. Just like with anything in golf, when you try something new, it's going to feel, the coach will tell you to really over-exaggerate it to feel that motion before you try it again. So honestly, when people step up to it, I tell them you have to feel like you're swinging up here, because your body's so used to swinging on this plane with this club in your hand, you got to feel like you're swinging up here. So people, I normally let them go without telling them nothing, just to see what happens. Like I said, they hit it here, I tell them to try that, they feel like they're swinging up here, that's when they start to make contact with it. Now it's not good contact yet, there's a lot more that goes into it, but that's where we get on to tip number two. Tip number two I have for y'all is going to making this shot look a lot better and making good contact so much easier. So what happens is a lot of people get up to it, they understand, okay, I gotta feel like I'm swinging way above it. They get up here, they get the club back, and they just want to get to it. They really want to get to it and just hit it and see what happens. That's what happens a lot, like you're in high pressure situations or whatever it is, you want to get to the ball quick so you can see the result. The biggest thing with this is this shot is so much easier to hit up than it is to hit down. That's why the videos look so much cooler when you go like that and hit the low rising riser. But that is such a much more difficult golf shot than just hitting it really high. It's the same thing you want to do here. You want to get back and you want to get under it and feel like you're sending it up. I'll do it for y'all real quick, kind of like this. This is a lot easier than that. I'll show you real quick. And yeah, that's a result you'll get. Like I said, tip number two is you want to feel like that club is getting below the hands, just like a baseball swing, and you want to get up on it. You don't have to get up on it. You can also come through it kind of neutral, but it is a lot easier to make good contact and get a pretty looking ball flight when the club is coming to it in neutral or up on it, because that's kind of like a really high level difficulty trying to hit down on it and to make it look cool and make good contact. And yeah, let's get right on to tip number three. All right, y'all, tip number three here is really more preference, but I'm gonna show you guys what I do talking about ball positioning with this shot. I honestly kind of play it kind of like a normal driver, maybe a little further up in the stance. I get up to it, I just kind of feel it and as I look at it, it's just right inside my front foot. Right here, it leaves you more open to really kind of get under it, like I said, or come through like this. When you have the ball back in your stance, you don't have as much time to get under it. It really kind of promotes you coming on top of it and hitting down on it. Now, certain shots, I will have the ball back in my stance and do that. If you want to hit like a low draw, you want the ball back in your stance. That's what I do. But mostly, like 90% of the time I'm hitting the shot, whether I'm trying to hit that low riser or high or just a normal shot shape, I have the ball right here, just like a normal drive. Just set up to it, put the club here. I'm gonna talk like it's easy. It's not. You take a look where you want the ball to go. Sorry about that. And then you make a swing. I wish your camera was behind me on that one, because that was right down the middle. And now, y'all, just for starters, I'm gonna keep it simple and just give y'all those 3 tips. And the other thing is too, my 4th and final tip with this, for this shot would be, if you take off seriously, if you want to shoot good scores, do not go out there and practice this shot over and over and over again, because it is terrible for your swing. And I think another reason the shot becomes second nature to me is because I already do have, sadly, an over-the-top motion in my golf swing. So it just kind of makes sense. And I will say one thing, just because you're a baseball player doesn't mean the shot's easy. I have seen so many baseball players snap their drivers on this shot. I've had some baseball players pull up, they see me do the shot, hey, this ain't nothing, let me step up, do it. Bam, snap. I think it's funny. But yeah, again, please be careful. Do not use a driver. Only use a driver you can afford to lose here. That's all I'm gonna say, because you probably will mess up your driver or snap your driver if you are trying this shot without prior experience to it. And hey, maybe you're one of the folks where swinging like this and hitting the ball just makes sense to you. But yes, we are almost at 100,000 subscribers, y'all. Y'all are amazing. I appreciate y'all. I'm so grateful for y'all. So if you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment. Maybe, well, I've already done a video. I can actually get this shot going like 340, but maybe I'll do another video seeing how far this goes. And if y'all really like this video, I'll go more in depth on the certain trick shots you can do from this. Like I'll show you how to hit the riser, how to hit the high, how to hit low, everything in between. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is one I just kind of thought of because y'all really like these videos, so I'll show y'all how to do it. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Much love, y'all. Peace.